Hello, my name is Jim Lyons, President of the New Hampshire REALTORS Disaster Assistance Foundation. With me is George Lamprey, our organization's founder. We're here to make our members aware of the New Hampshire REALTORS Disaster Assistance Foundation, both in terms of its role and its ongoing mission. The foundation came to be in 2005 under George's presidency of our state association. So now that we've completed 10 years of existence, the current board of directors felt that it was an appropriate time to acknowledge what has been done and let our members know about the ongoing mission and how you can help. George, tell us a bit about why the foundation was founded and what your hopes for it were.
Sure. Back in 2004, I was at the National Convention held in Orlando, Florida, and the president of the Florida Association, Russ Gromes, gave a talk encouraging other states to think about establishing a 503c organization in order to raise monies for those in need prior to the disaster hitting. And we took that to heart, and in May of 2005 we established a task force to look at the idea of a disaster relief fund sometime. And that was chaired by Joe Hunkins of the Seacoast. It had 9 members. In September of 2005, they recommended that we establish what is now the Disaster Assistance Foundation. And in December of 2005, the board of directors adopted that recommendation and we started the program. You may remember that between that time of the recommendation in September of 2005 and its adoption in December of 2005, we had major flooding in the southwestern part of the state, in Ackworth and surrounding communities. So the timing could not have been more fortuitous.
How does the organization receive funding?
Well, it relies on donations. It is, however, remember the purpose is to respond to emergency needs, to cover issues or hardships where other programs or insurance does not provide assistance. And it may be used for family emergencies or housing or livelihood needs that have to be met in order to get someone back to contributing and working in the community. It's therefore a reactive circumstance largely. It's a conduit for funding, but that's not to say that there shouldn't be some kind of funds available and on hand to meet an emergency need as it arises.
And what type of situations might the foundation assist in?
Well, over the past 10 years, there's been $75,000 given in assistance grants, and 3/4 of that has gone to flooding victims, like the example we just talked about. But there has been other grants made to victims of fire or to accident victims. Originally the thinking was to assist our fellow realtors here in the state, but it can be used to assist our citizens or entities in the state when hardship hits. It'd be ideal if we could have established the Disaster Assistance Foundation and never have to call upon it.
Right.
But I believe that there will continue to be unforeseen and unexpected hardships that occur to people and places.
Sadly, I agree. It's been a successful foundation over the years with over $75,000, as George mentioned, that's been granted to victims. And it's still important for everyone to be aware that it's still in existence and it serves as a collection point for financial donations to aid and provide relief in specific natural disasters or other hardships. But most importantly, it's important to remember that you can help. We're asking that you please consider making a tax-deductible donation, large or small, knowing that with minimal administrative expenses, your donation will be used to directly assist victims as screened by our committee. You can donate by using the address that's on your screen. Thank you, and thank you, George, for all the great information.
My pleasure.